to the show. That's right. I got my duck racing shirt on today, folks. Hopefully, we'll get enough people in here and we'll get ourselves a nice duck race going. How is everybody today? Let's see who we got in here. Zoltan. Good morning, Zoltan. How are you, my brother? We got Stu in here. Stu's metal detecting. All right. Hiya, Stu. We got Miss Ella from Save Here First. And we got Darlene Schilling. Don't know her. I wonder who she is. Oh, I think I've met her once or twice somewhere. Yeah, I think I know her somewhere. We might know Darling Schilling. Yeah, I think that's my sister, believe it or not. Hi, baby sister. All right, everybody. Welcome and come on in. As you can see, I've got a bunch of new stuff sitting up here. And I'm going to slip over here. I'm trying to get all this done. And we're going to do something I haven't done in a bit. Let's see. Going to show off a couple things. But before we do, tell you what, let's have a cartoon. Well, that's one way to get rid of hearing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I made that one a little while back, but there, Dorothy Gale Duck there. She's been told not singing in front of that robot a few times. She paid the price. When I first sent that to coining around, I thought William was going to completely lose his mind when he saw that duck explode and turn into fire. Yeah, it's a bit crazy, I know. That's one of my favorites, though. I make these things. If y'all noticed it, hold on just a second. Now, introduce my latest star. I got started with the duck races, and I got stuck and hung up with these ducks. Check this one out, folks. This is Ozzy Duck. Can you see Ozzy? Is he clear yet? There's Ozzy. Won't do too much with him. In fact, I've done a couple things with him. But Ozzy Duck's kind of wild. I got him down at 5 below. It's five below, yeah. I got 4 more I got along with Ozzy Duck. I got all 4 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, folks. So, sooner or later, within the next month or so, or whenever I finally get it done, I'm going to be coming out with another cartoon with those 4 in there, I'm sure. I like to play. I certainly do. It's something to do. It is something to do. It really is. Okay. Let me show off something here. Now, I personally, let's just see this first. Let y'all have a look at this commercial right quick. Okay, YouTube, check this out. All right. paper cash. Now, as you see here, you have 4 sets of coins. You got the Morgan, Liberty Walker, that's the back of Liberty Walker, and here you have the Canadian loonie, the $1 loonie. This $1 loonie, there's 2 of them. They're held together by neodymium magnets. Now, this personal one is my personal money clip and has been my personal money clip for over 10 years. I've never had a single problem with it, not ever. Over 10 years, people, that's a decade. You can see how well it's worn because it's been in my pocket for well over a decade now. Now we have that. We have the Walkers now. Yes, these are exactly the same. Oops, sorry. Yep, those magnets are strong, Jack. Neodymium magnets, I believe number 48. These are magnetic money clips. Here's your Morgans. There's 2 Morgans put together with neodymium magnets. I personally have had this money clip for over 10 years. This idea works, folks. Give me a call. I'm Jimmy Snowdog at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms. And folks, there's 2 ways you can go about getting a simple set like that. You can contact me and I'll set you up with a couple of nice, pretty loonies. I'll start you with some nice, brand new loonies and your own magnets. And you can set yourself up and hold your folding money, your paper money together. And it's not going anywhere, folks. It doesn't. Now, I use those American coins. Those are fakes. We can't use real American silver on those coins because silver doesn't attract the magnets. So I had to go over to Temu. In fact, my sister was one that got me on that because she showed me the fake coins on Temu. Yeah, they're kind of neat, actually. Now, you can make your own, and it's easy, or you can contact me. Contact me, and we'll take care of that. Let me see if I can get my banner straightened out today. There it is. There we go. Now, as I said, my loonies, these are the same 2 loonies I started with over 10 years ago. And they're simply held together by nature's bond, and that is magnets. Won't come off, won't go anywhere, stays right in my pocket. I drop it, it's okay, it won't break. You won't break these. If you want one, if you'd like a set of that, folks, if you're on the show, you know me, you simply know you've got the discount. You get a hold of Jimmy Snowdog at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. Now, I can be paid several ways, folks. You can give me at PayPal, Zelle at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms, or you can give me a Cash App at $ Jimmy Snowdog 2112. That's how you can pay me off, people, if you need something like that. I will make them for you. There, can get them in there. And as far as people on this show, you see my magnetic money clips. You tell me, Jimmy, I saw it on the show, and I want the price you quoted. Because let me tell you, I will sell you a set like that real easy because a magnet's what cost me the most and getting a hold of those loonies down here in Florida. But it's only going to cost me right about a total of $8, folks. That's what it cost me. I put a $2 chop on that and call it $10 plus shipping. If you like something like that, let me know, folks. I'll get it out to you. You can get a hold of me on PayPal or Zelle at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. Or you can get a hold of me at Cash App, and that is $ Jimmy Snowdog 2112. Okay, now I got to remember not to ignore what's going on. I'm back. You well, Jimmy? I'm doing okay. I'm trying to get this stuff straightened out. Hiya, Miss Ella. How are you? I know you're going on later today, aren't you? More than likely, I think you are. You guys want to see some nice stuff? Miss Ella gets some wild stuff out of Amazon boxes, and she sells them at good prices, people. I mean good prices. It's not uncommon in this house to either have something coming from Miss Ella once a week or Miss Picky Nicky. And those two work well together. They have their own shows together. But when they get together, yeah, I get a kick out of that. I really do, because I like Miss Ellen. I like Picky Nicky. I like the shows. I've got some beautiful stuff from them, and I'm kind of proud of that. Now, let's see, look at the time. Yeah, all right, we're only about 10 minutes into the show. So let me do this right quick, because I'm trying to follow the rules here. And they tell me you really can't do things until you've been in for a while. So let's show off this one here.
These are 90% silver American dimes, encased in a stainless steel heart-shaped pendant within layers of resin.
These pendants and more can be purchased exclusively at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms.
You can find us on Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari, and many other fine stores.
All right. Let me pull this up just a little bit to get the camera in right for us. Now, I don't think those are coming in very clear. Now, what you saw there were rosy dimes in a stainless steel heart-shaped backing. And those are 90% dimes, just like these two here. Let me see if I can get these in clearer for you, folks. There we go. Those are two Mercuries, and we know how much silver's in them, folks, and how much they're worth all by themselves. Then you got a couple little jewels, and of course, all my hooks for earrings, I learned the hard way, and I'm kind of proud I learned the right way, are all sterling silver. I won't let my wife wear crap from other places anymore. I'm sorry about the word, but that's the way it is. Nothing but sterling silver for my wife or any of my customers, period. These are two Mercury dimes, folks. And of course, we know how much silver's in them. All right. Show off some of the new stuff today. And that's what I'm about doing. Here we go. Now, the second one I'm going to show off today is this pendant. If I can keep the magnets doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah. I'm going to pull it out of the package, folks, so you can see this real nice. This here is pure silver. It's so pure, it was made in the electric way. Yeah, look at that. That is pure silver. Looks like a lightning bolt. It's starting to explode right out. And if you look on the sides of this little pendant, you can see all the gold foil I put in the sides. So what you got here is a beautiful, completely clear pendant, no bubbles basically, with pure silver and basically pure gold on the outside. Just a touch to show how well you love your metals. I love my metals, and that's a beautiful pendant. And that is, yes, folks, pure silver. And well, that's in gold foil. Pure gold is just so thin that we use it in artistry. I like using it myself. Now, going to show off one more off the wall here, and then I'll explain the rest. But this one here is my little Egyptian theme run. All right, I'm going to pull it out of the package and let y'all see this. And here we go. On the first side of this set, that is a black midnight with a lot of with a glitter of holographic glitter, I believe is what I used on that. And that, of course, is an Egyptian. I believe that's supposed to be a pharaoh or something. I'm not sure. It might be a priest. All I know is Egyptian style. Okay. And you have that. Now, I did not clean these up, folks. They're starting to slowly tarnish on me as it is. Uh-oh. Where did the other one go? I'm missing an earring, folks. Stand by one. Okay, I'm back. Technical difficulties? Yep, it fell on me. Okay, so let's go back over here and show this first off right quick. We already showed this. Get it nice and clear. That is the pendant. And then on to go along with the pendant, we have two Egyptian, I believe those are called seals. I'd have to look it up, but basically that's a name seal or a calf seal. But all this is sterling silver. So you have a pair of earrings, Egyptian style with the seals. I'm sure somebody could tell me what exactly they're called, but those are nice earrings, sterling silver. And of course, the Egyptian charm on there is pure silver, is sterling silver. That is a set, folks, I keep together. That is the Egyptian set. If you see me on today, it will go for $15 plus shipping today and today only if you want something like that. I'm going at 15 because normally on Etsy, I do believe I have it at 20 or 25. That is the Egyptian set. Let's have a look at the rest of everything here. I have a pair of, I believe these are, I'm not sure they're black stones. We'll call them black stones. But basically, that's sterling silver earrings. Then we have the pure silver independent. Now, a little lower, we got the big sterling silver paddles. Those are earrings. And we already seen the Egyptian set. And add on to one today. Here we go. That is lapis lazuli in sterling silver earrings. Now, my earrings today and today only. If you want a set of these, folks, except for the set of 3 and except for the pendant of pure silver, they're going at $10 a pop today plus shipping. If you like either the mercuries, the lapis lazuli, the paddles, or the little black stones, I wish I could tell you what they really are, folks. Don't know. I know they're stones. I get all my stuff from everybody on the internet. And I don't mean everybody. I just mean from the community, like Picky Nicky. I get it from other people in our community, in the coin community. And a lot of my charms I get from my LCS, which is now closed because he's off to Japan for a couple of weeks, but he'll be back and he's going to reopen. And we're going to have some fun, folks. I love James. He's a pretty nice guy. He really is. If you see any of those, folks, if you like something like that, I may go back to my comments because I'm not reading. I'm sorry. Hello, Nancy T. How are you, darling? Long time no yak yak. Long time no yak yak. Really. I have to get a hold of you and show you something kind of neat, but I'll do that later on private chat. Okay, here we go. That is the basic jewelry for today, folks. We got the pendant with the pure silver. We got the mercury dimes. We got the Egyptian set. That's a pendant and earrings. Okay? And we're going to put those aside. And I'll tell you about races for them just maybe. But hopefully we get enough. Let me see. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this correctly. Because it says here I have only 3 viewers in their live. So I'm not sure if that's right. I need at least 10 people for a race, folks. Because we do want some races, right? And here's what we're going to be racing for today, folks. Here we go. Now, if we get a good duck race going, folks, y'all saw my shirt. I got the duck race shirt going on. Okay? Now, can y'all? Okay, yeah, there we go. Over here, we have a Morgan. Of course, that's not a real Morgan. That's a replica. Replica Walker. Replica Kennedy. We got Eaglehart Prospector. And I'm not sure. I think that's a 2016 Panda. Let me make sure. Yeah, the 2016. And of course, you know about the 2016s. But that is still a Panda. Those are up. Those are 1 ounce solid silvers. Now, over here, we've got a Indian head copper, a couple holiday coppers, and then we have this here. This is a George Washington commemorative $50, 90%. They come in these nice little cases, folks. There's George. Oops, here we go again. I'm dropping. Apita for life. How are you, dude? Ma'am, whoever. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. I just know you're part of our community. Hi, Peta. How are you? Forgive me if I'm wrong. You never know with me. Anyway, we'll get back to this. That is a 90% George Washington commemorative. All right. My phone is doing something crazy. We're going to get it off the computer so it'll stop messing with things. Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulty here. I'll get back to it. Work here. This is a George Washington commemorative, 90% half dollar. They made a small batch of these folks, and that was about it. I think they're awfully pretty. They come in a nice case, as I was showing you there. Now, if you decide to choose the Washington, that's a 90% 50. I'm going to throw in these 2 1-ounce coppers along with it. And we'll talk about the compensation because I believe you should have basically what you should get. Now, that George Washington goes for $25 on Etsy real easy and on eBay. And I just don't. I'm looking at spot on silver every single day, and it's all getting a little changey. But those are what's up for race today. Let me get back to here. Comments. I'm still learning all this, folks. It'll take me a while. Papa York, how are you, sir? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for sharing us out. All right. I'm going to take a quick break because the cat's out back on the back part. He's yelling at me as usual. So hold on a second. I'm going to let y'all watch something right quick. Let's go with, oh yeah, here you go. All the music in the background basically is me, folks. Not this, but the guitar part. You'll see it. Welcome to race day. Yeah, if you don't call that silly, I don't know what you're going to call it, because I call it silly and crazy and all anything else with it. I really do. Silver Spurs 420, welcome. Come on in. How are you, sir? Ma'am, I never get that right. I never will. I'm just going to call you by your name. It's a lot easier that way for me. Okay, that was that. And I did have to open the back door and bring in the dog, because I thought it was a cat, but it wasn't. It was a Chihuahua. He was busy going off. All right. Since we're right about, we're about halfway through. Let's get this straight. If you want to race for one of these ounces, put a 1 in the chat. Let's see if we can get 10 people. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to get in a race. Let's even start that way and see if we can get 10 people. Other than that, while we're doing that, waiting on it, I'm going to show off a new batch today. All right, here we go. Those 4 were made Monday. I call those my Screaming Eagle lapel, universal lapel pins. That's a Screaming Eagle. Now, up here, I have other universal lapel pins like Mermaid's Lagoon. Here's the second in the Mermaid's Lagoon. Now, folks, if you can see this, I'm making sure it comes in nice. There you go. You got 2 mermaids, turtle, shell, pearls, and all the little bubbles you see coming out of the mermaid, and this one over here, are all pure silver. That's where that's where my silver shot goes into my art. I've made some of these very nice with silver in them. But these 4 here is what I'm called my Screaming Eagle. Okay? Those 4 are headed off to some friends of our household. And hopefully you might see them on TV later on with other people wearing them. You just might catch that. And if I get it, y'all hear about me, because I'll be screaming my lungs out. It's real simple, folks. These are real neat. They're not going to break on you. They're not going to shatter on you. You drop this, so what? It's just going to look at you and go, yeah, pick me up. Because they're tough. This is pure resin, folks. Now, if you count the layers, and the layers alone in the making of this one little badge takes me between 7 to 8 layers to make that little badge. The colors have to be combined. The layers have to be put on, and each one has to be cured before I put the next layer on. 6 to 8 layers. And in the back, embedded, is a nice 16th-inch neodymium magnet. Very strong magnet, folks. Trust me, very strong. And what it does, I take this over here, this neodymium magnet, which is a 1/8 inch thick, and I attach them like that. Very simple. Will not harm your clothes, will not put holes in your brand new. You know how much a suit costs nowadays? Come on, get back here. You know what a suit costs nowadays? Go sticking holes in it for lapels. You don't want that. Or any other garment. I don't like putting holes in my t-shirts. And I wear, this is mine. The one I have in my hand is mine. As you can see, each one is not identical. They're just a little different, each one of my pins. Okay? And I only make a few, folks, of each series. The Screaming Eagle, I might make another 5 or 6, and that's it. Unless someone comes out of the woodwork and says, oh, hey, wait a minute, I want one. I can't do a thing about it. Serious. I can't do a thing about it. Hold on, folks. I've got another. Here we go. It's first it was a dog. I thought it was a cat. Now it is the cat. Have a look at this, folks, and I'll be right back. And it's a bit of a three-ring circus here with my babies. I love them to death. They're like our children. I don't care what people say. I love my animals just like any other. I probably love my animals more than I love people. And that's the truth. I won't lie about it. Now, if you can think of an idea what you'd like to have, these shields here are in the shape of guitar picks. Yep, I know, because I'm a guitarist. That's what I picked aside to use. But I think they make great shields. I think they make great pins. They really do. I can get either one of these. And if you can think of something you would like, you go, wow, Jimmy, I'd like to have that in black with a caduceus on it because I'm a nurse. I got a caduceus. I'll put one on there. Something like that. You got an idea? Send it to cheekychihuahuacharms@yahoo.com. Say, hey, Jimmy, can you do this? Let's find out if I can do it. Serious. Let's get together. You got an idea? If you've got a club, Wounded Warriors coming on. Here's an idea. If anybody gets the idea with me, Wounded Warriors coming up. I know people like AG47, MLZB, Cash Money. Oh, definitely Pedro. Vote for Pedro. These people. Oh, I almost forgot Jeannie Sweetheart. Don't forget MLZB's wife. She'll cut my throat, maybe. She's too sweet. But those people there, they're going to run the WWP, the Wounded Warrior project, whatever you want to call it. I've supported it for many, many years, over a decade, period. I go out there. I'm a veteran. My wife's a veteran. I am a disabled veteran. So is my wife. But I'm not so disabled I'm in a wheelchair or something. So I'll tell you what, folks. I get out there and do what I can to help and support and volunteer. The last time I was there, we were out there at Tampa Stadium, and we were shooting arrows. And I was out there fetching arrows and bringing them back and setting up the fun day. They had a great day. Wounded Warrior Project is something else. What I'm thinking about, and if anybody wants to think about it with me, give me a shout out on this one, folks. Let's say we make some of these Screaming Eagle badges, these pins here, for the guys that work at Wounded Warrior. We'll see if we make 3 or 4 of them and send them off and see what they think. Y'all, what you think of the idea, folks? Get a hold of me. Let me know what you think about that one. So far, we've got Papa York for 1. We got Darlene Schilling for 1. I don't see anybody else. I got to have at least 10, folks. I'm still young at doing this. Most people don't know I'm on. That's why I'm running my mouth and showing cartoons and showing things that I do. Trying to kill a little time to get more people in. It's more about know what I'm doing. Okay, that's about the universal pins. We call them universal lapel pins, but you don't have to wear them on your lapel because I don't wear lapels hardly at all. I do have lapels I wear them on, but not me. Are you kidding? That's not going to go on. All right, here's some of the wild stuff going on. Little shout out to my buddy. I got this the other day in the mail. Silver Paws 22. Yeah, we know he's crazy. Sometimes he's rude, but he never means it. He's a good guy. I like him. We get along pretty good because I love messing with him. I really do. I've been messing with him for a while. Now, I'm using his bag he sent me a little while back to hide what I call the giveaways. And let's see what's in the giveaways this week. Let's see. We have a Lucky Charm. Lucky Charm. We have, earrings that happen to be in the shape of handcuffs. Okay. That's an empty bag. That's an empty bag. Those weren't giveaways. Here we go. Cheeky Chihuahua jewelry. Here we go for another Lucky Charms. We got a Zeus That's our cheeky Chihuahua charm. He's our keychain. I took Zeus's likeness. You see Zeusy in the background there. He's here. We'll aim up a little bit. See, there's Zeus. That's my buddy. He's our little rescue. He pure Chihuahua and pure nuts. Love him to death. He's our baby. Trust me. I took his likeness and put him in an AI art thing and said, show me a cheeky Chihuahua charm. And that's what they did for me. And then we're going to use him as a logo. I'm working on some stuff right now. It's in the works. That's in there. And what else is in there? Oh, here we go. The giveaway bag's not completely empty, is it? Oh, that was it. That was the last of them. Okay. That's what's in the giveaway bag, folks. We can just get some things going on. We got to get a race going, something. If you want to get in the race, put a 1 in the chat, please. I'm hoping we get enough people in here. If not, I'm going to do some other offers. I did one already or earlier. Simple as that. If you like, oh, I haven't showed the backside yet today. Whoops. That was my mistake. I forgot to finish showing off my other stuff. Okay. The other side of this jewelry holder is my personal stuff with charms on them. Okay. Yeah. Get this right here. Yeah. What we have here. We have a seahorse, a sea turtle, and a big old sea sand dollar. Each one of those charms, folks, are sterling silver pure. Now, the backings on the seahorse and the sea turtle, show them a little better off. I'm going to pull out the seahorse here. Because as you can see, that's not a small charm. That's a lot of silver in that thing. Okay. Now, my backings, solid as a rock solid. It looks like sand. Why does it look like sand? Because it is. That's pure Florida sand. Mix a little glitter. And of course, my resins done in, I believe that's done in 4 layers. It looks like 2 this way, but it's actually done in 4 layers to get it that way. Solid. That's pure Florida sand. You don't see that too often. In fact, every time you see one of my jewelry, one of my pieces, you're not going to find it anywhere else, folks, because I don't make duplicates of too much. And even if I make something in a series like I did with the Screaming Eagles, no, none of those, no 2 are exactly alike. I'm not a machine. Now, put this back up there. Come on, let's fix this. I don't like things looking awkward. All right. You're not going to listen to me today, are you? There. Now, going to show off this right quick. And of course, that is a pure sterling silver sea turtle. Now, the backing on this one, if I can get it in the right light here. Here we go. You can see the gold foil that I put out throughout it. That's Florida sand and gold foil with a sea turtle. Now, with all my pendants, unless you get a chain with the pendant, which is coming up, be happy, be lucky, because usually my chains, if a chain comes with something, if a chain is with it, that's the way it comes, okay? Because generally you're going to get an Amazon leather rope, and I suggest you get your own chains unless you buy chains from me. Now, this one came with a chain, so I ran with it. I thought this was gorgeous. I still do. That's what we call a sand dollar. Now, this one is not, because you can see this one's all the way through. All of these weigh pretty good, folks. All my charms, when I bought them, in fact, I bought these in a set. Well, all the same person down here at LCS, my local coin store. That would be Village Stamp and Coin here in Tampa. When I got those, I think I was paying an average between 12 and 13 for each one. And that was 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, somewhere there ago, between 3 and 5 months ago. And we know what the silver and the gold have done in spot. It's all it's done is jump around on us. But here's what we're going to go today, folks. If you're listening to my voice, you're hearing me yak on my show here on Wednesdays. Today only. Get a hold of me. I do believe Silver Spurs should have gotten the earrings by today. I got them out in the mail as soon as I could, Silver Spurs. If you haven't gotten it, I'll get you the tracking number. It should be here somewhere. But you should have gotten yours by today. Today only, folks, except for the multiple sets. Those 3 pendants up there, and I'm going to show you the other 3 below. That's right, I got 3 more below. But my pendants today to you will go at $12 a piece plus shipping. And what you're getting there, folks, is you're actually getting the silver cheap, and you're getting my work. My work. Those planchards are my work. It takes me an hour and a half to do this work. You're getting all that free today off of my back because you're on my show, and I'm saying it's today. Those 3 up there, $12 a piece plus shipping. There, that's less than what I get paid, what silver's worth today. Trust me. All right, going down to the bottom 3 here. Yeah, I'll slow it down, back it up a little bit, come down here. Now, what I have here is another one of those Florida sand backings. Yes, I made a few of those. Not a lot, but only made a few. Along with a pure silver tomahawk. Need to bury the hatchet somewhere, folks? There you go. Can you imagine if you give this to a gift to someone who wants to wear it? Or would what? Where did it go? There's only 1 or 2 of those on the planet, folks. And as far as I know, okay, yeah, you can make the charm, but there's only like 4 or 5 of these planchards. And I have them. I'm the one that made them. And you're going to see one of the last ones. I'm going to pull it off right here. There we go. This is a big teardrop. Has that Florida sand. Got that beautiful sparkle with the glitter in there. And of course, I got a nice pew-pew. That's right. That's a nice pew-pew. Imagine wearing that one somewhere. Just out for an outing. You want someone's attention, they'll see that. Sparkling about a mile away. Let me get the magnets and put it back up. Boop. All right. Now, the last one I'm going to show off here would be this set of earrings. Now, we know what silver is going for. These are 2 representatives of the Walker series. A standing Liberty and a seated Liberty. Those are pure silver grams. So you're wearing a pair of earrings, you know you have at least 2 grams of silver with you. We've all seen these. If we're in the coin community, we've all seen these. Imagine giving that to someone, your wife, your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, anybody, I guess, could wear these things. They're universal. But that's pure silver. That's not going to tarnish in there, folks. And that won't yellow either. I got the good stuff. I work with the good stuff. Now, like I said earlier, this side over here, my works. My works. Today and today only. I will go at $12 for one of my works. $12 plus shipping, of course, but $12. Put them right there. Now let me check the chat because I'm learning to do this together. I get Zoltan. You keep an eye on it for me? Thank you. All right. Let's see. Smokey's here, Uncle Jimmy on the TV. Oh, Smokey's a baby girl cat. She's a beautiful cat. She really is. Okay, I only see one or two that wanted to get in races. PETA is a beautiful lady. Thank you, Miss Nancy. I know she's a beautiful person, and I'll go with that one too, but beautiful lady's great with me. Thank you. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on everything. How you Peanut, Darlene, Stu, Silver, right down to Darlene. Your sister. What? Your sister. Yeah, I know who Darlene Silling is. She's my sister. All right. Okay, folks. Like I said, that's a heck of a deal. What we got going today now, like I said, $12 plus shipping. There's more than $12 in the silver alone. You're getting a heck of a discount here, folks. And I mean that. You're getting a heck of a discount. That one set of earrings alone has a gram a piece. That's 2 grams of silver. Well, the artwork and all that. $12 plus shipping today only. See, Goofy, are you talking about giving that necklace to somebody? Me, your sister, hint, hint. No. No. All right. All right. All right, everybody. Here's something. Here's something. You see what Darlene Schilling just put in chat? She talked about giving her a necklace. Darlene, where were you born? What state were you from? What state were you born in, Darlene? Mount Rushmore commemorative $50 proof in the case. Upside down. Whoop. There we go. Gotta watch that light, folks. What do you think of that, Darlene? Yeah, you were born there. Remind me the next time we get together. That's Darlene Schillings. I picked that up the other day with some friends of mine, some coin dealers. We were yakking around, and he popped that up. I said, "Is that South Dakota?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Mount Rushmore?" He said, "Yeah." Let me see that. I picked it up for a song. He just looked at me and said, "Why?" And it's not silver, you know that. I said, "Yeah, I know, but it's still something. It means something." My sister was born in South Dakota. I'm not going to say how many centuries back, but anyway, she was born there, and I got a kick out of that, so I snatched it up. Yeah, I snatched it up. Next time she's over here, she's getting into all the painting and all the crafts that I've gotten into. And since I'm killing a few more minutes, I'm going to talk about one of my crafts. Now, this company I am not sponsored by. So was, but that's beside the point. I'm not sponsored. They're not sending me anything, but I am going to do a little bragging about them. Okay, that's called Let's Resin. Like, let's go, Let's Resin. That Let's Resin I use, and they have several different products. They have the hard type. They have the soft type. And by meaning soft, I mean once you actually cure this, and it's completely cured, it's still pliable. It's very soft, and you can still work with it like almost like clay, but it's hard as a rock. Kind of fun to work with, actually. Got some really thin stuff for doing really small, delicate, intricate things. I'm working with that. But I do like Let's Resin. They know what they're doing with some of their stuff, and I like their products. Their molds are pretty nice as well. I do believe I'm going to step up a little bit. Well, not step up, but step back. I like using UV because I can control it, run it, and be done with it. With the polymers, you have to mix it, Then you got to wait 24 hours to be completely cured to see how it comes out, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes there's bubble problems. I don't want to deal with all that. Let's Resin has a complete kit where you can mix. It's got a mixer for if you're that lazy to, you don't want to mix your own stuff. It's got a mixer. And the problem with a lot of resin was bubbles. Bubbles would mess up a show, mess up a piece, big time. Well, they got a little vacuum chamber you can get. You put your resin in there, and it sucks all the air out of that little chamber, including all the air out of your resin. You see the bubbles come up. Boop, they come all up. Then when you pour that, it's crystal clear, and it dries crystal clear. No bubbles. No bubbles. Let's Resin come up with all that. They got a kit. They got a whole kit. You can buy the whole thing in one shot. I'm thinking about doing it myself. Hey, what do you know? Paws made it. How you doing, Paws? Dude, I was showing this off earlier. Check it out, bro. I'm using your bag as my giveaway bag. Still looking to get enough people to get a race. So we're just about done for the day because I come on for about an hour every Wednesday. And if we can get, hopefully next week, people, 10 people to get in here a race, it's $450 a race. $450 a race. Got to get 10 people. And next week, I'm gonna put up some banners so everybody knows what's going on. I'm trying to get everybody to come in so we all get together. Basically, what I'm going to do is we're going to go probably let's say 350 or 4. Let's go with 4. We'll go with 4. Let me think. Let's see. We're talking about 2 of them. So, all right. Next week, I'm going to put this out. I'm going to set it up and let everybody know what's going to go on next week. For my jewelry, for my basic jewelry, I'm going to go like 350, maybe 4 a race. We need 10 people. Whoever wins gets their pick of 2. You'll get 2 picks off this wall on the rack. All right. There's 6 on here, folks. There's 6 on there. I'll set them up. They'll mostly be either pendants or earrings. They'll all be set up, and we'll have a race. Whoever wins in the race will have a choice to pick of 2. Still looking to get people to come into a race. I have yacked for close to an hour. I am going to show off one more of my cartoons. Hold on, folks. Let's see which one we have not showed today. Oh, I've shown both those, haven't I? Wait a minute. I haven't shown this one. This little time killer. Watch this one. Like I said, it's a goofy little cartoon. Okay, folks, let me get back over here in the comments. I'm learning to do this and going back and forth. Kind of need to see pause in here. Silver Spurs, Zoltan. Y'all come over to my show and I'm usually on your show. But it's Wednesday. I was hoping we can at least get 10 people in here for a race, folks. But I guess we're not. Still have the auditors up, folks. If you've got an idea, and let's face it, everybody belongs somewhere to something, whether it's NASCAR. Now, of course, this right here, as far as I'm concerned, those lines right there, that's for people who understand a little bit of American pride. I understand it. But that Screaming Eagle can be in the gold. It can be in the diamond and gold. Screaming Eagle, I've got about, I make about 5 or 6 more of those, and that'll be done. I'll find something else to make, but I know where they're going. Speaking of the Screaming Eagle, here's something right quick I also can do. Y'all want a nice solid keychain? Won't break, shouldn't shatter. And that definitely stand out, Jack. That definitely stands out. No two are alike. You get something made by Cheeky Chihuahua Charms. Now, I call this a keychain, but someone asked me the other day, why don't you put that and make it a pendant? Well, it's kind of large for a pendant, but I'm good with that. All I got to do is put a hoop on it. Boop, right there. Put a hoop on that's here. And you can wear it any way you want. If you want a keychain out of it, you want a pendant, you let me know. I can fix that. I've gotten pretty good over the years on this stuff. You got an idea, folks? Send it to Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. That's Jimmy Snowdog. Cheeky Chihuahua Charms, of course, is my company, Cheeky. Okay? But let's face it, it's me. It's me. I love to make things. You will not ever see this one anywhere but Cheeky Chihuahua Charms. That's pure gold flake all on the outside, all around the outside. And of course, that's pure electrified silver. Right in the middle. One of a kind, one only. There is no other like that, folks. Only at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms. When someone looks at you and says, where'd you get that? Well, you can tell them. I appreciate it. That just gets word of mouth for me, and I get a kick out of that. I do appreciate it. Silver Spurs, are you still in there with us? If you are, pop up for a second. I think you were asking about this last week. All I got was something about a horse, and the only thing I got out about a horse was this one. I had a wolf, but I had no horses last time. You'll not find any other pendants like this. These are one of a kind. And when I make something, I usually don't make a whole bunch of them. I don't make a whole bunch. Why? Because I don't want to. Pretty simple. Pretty dang simple. I don't want to. I don't want a whole bunch of stuff, copies of my stuff out there. When someone looks at you and they see my stuff on you, they're not going to find it anywhere else. I want it to be original. I want it to stand out. I want you to be original. I want you to stand out. That's the whole idea about being a personal person. You're going to stand out and be yourself. When I make things, I don't make a bunch of them. A, like I just told you, I don't want to. I don't think it's right. And B, I'm not smart enough to be like a machine and make something exactly the same. That's not going to happen with me. It's like my cartoons. They're all quirky. They're all different. Ain't none of them the same. I do have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but God only knows what I'm going to do with those. Look what I did with Ozzy. Look what I did with Dorothy Gale from Wizard of Oz. I blew her up and set her on fire. Hey, right? I know it. I get a kick out of it. I really do. All right, folks. It's 101. Most people are headed back to lunch. I got housework to do today. If you see something, and if you saw something, get a hold of me. Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. I know it's a mouthful. It's all lower caps. It's just Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. Simple as that. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate it. Hopefully, let's try for next Wednesday. Tell your friends, share this out. Tell your friends and share that out too. Tell them to share it out. Get your friends, call everybody you can. Let's get everybody in here on Wednesday at 12. So at least by halfway through. All right, Zena, that's enough. Zena. Good girl. Zena. Yeah, she's always got to have the last word. Tell your friends. So we can at least by the half hour getting in here next Wednesday, we can have 1 or 2 races and get some of this stuff in the mail to y'all folks. I want to move these products. Let's face it. If I'm selling my stuff at $12, and if you see something, and if you watch this, here's cool, folks. Listen, you see this. I'm going to put this out. You see this. You say, well, he didn't sell the Mercuries. He didn't sell the pendant. No, I didn't sell anything today. But if you see it, and you contact me at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms, say, Jimmy, I watched your video. I saw the show, and I want those Mercuries, or I want that pendant, or I definitely want that set. Okay. I'm going to get the same price I quoted today. Period. You will get the quote price I quoted today plus shipping. Because trust me, when I'm selling something for $12 on here plus shipping, on Etsy alone, they're at least 25 to 30. Okay? Everything is going up, folks. And what I'm trying to do is give y'all a nice discount here. Spread the word, folks. Spread the word. We'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Hello, everybody. I'm Zeus. Let's get cheeky.
We're going to do 2 2019 P. Got an SP69 and an SP70. Both are 2019 Ps. Native American enhanced coin and currency set.
You are starting to get sleepy.
Get both by
Very
NGC.
sleepy.
That's the 69. Here's the 70. That's going to be all lot C. You get both those. $10, guys. $10, all lot C. That's $5 piece.